is Nick Fuentes, who says that he wants the country to be majority white, but then when white looking people, like Jewish people, come over, make the place better, you side with Palestinians. You can't make this up, y'all. You can't. I personally believe that white people are under attack, so I actually agree with him. But the way that he's going about it is like you're attacking other white people. I'm sorry, Jews look like you. Y'all all y'all got. Like, you can't rely on brown Palestinian people. Pick a struggle, Nick. You're fighting the very people who look like you. Who
makes sense. Oh, it's your red pill, brown girl. Get into the truth. It's your red pill.
We don't want to hear about it. We don't care. We're in the middle of a Holocaust. We don't want to hear about it. We don't care. We're in the middle of a Holocaust. Do you know what's happening in Europe and the United States? The white population is being genocided. Where there used to be pillars and cathedrals, where there used to be order, where there used to be science and reason, now there is chaos and death and crime and superstition. And that is because all of these countries were white, were Christian, and now they're not. You want to talk about a Holocaust? We're in the middle of a Holocaust. We're in the middle of our Holocaust. What's going to happen in 100 years when our great-grandchildren wake up and they're 10% of the population in a minority, and it's like South Africa? What's going to happen in Canada, in the United States, in the United Kingdom, when in the year 2100, white children will wake up in their beds and they will be subjected to land reappropriation like they're doing in South Africa right now, like they did in Zimbabwe a generation ago? We're in the middle of our Holocaust. You want to talk about yours? We don't care.
Whose fault is it? I don't know. Like, this is what bothers me about whites like this. Nick, your population is in rebellion. White folks are not being genocided. White folks hate themselves. I'm sorry, you're one of the few that love yourself, but you have a whole population of people that have betrayed your race. They have aborted your babies. They have literally imported immigrants. Y'all came up with things like DEI, which put skin color over your own children. Y'all don't go into politics anymore. Y'all pay taxes and get kicked. You allow people to scream, "We hate white people." These stupid white people. Idiot, mediocre white boys is what you allow your sitting Congress people to do. To treat you any kind of way. And you act like you somehow deserve it because maybe at one point in time, somebody with your similar skin color enslaved some people, some brown people. So some people with your skin color went over to Africa because they needed somebody to help them to till the land of their newly found land over here, and y'all somehow act like you deserve it. Years later. So that's not you being genocide. Y'all are not being genocided. So stop it. Cut the crap. Cut the crap. You have a whole 50% of your population in rebellion. And you somehow want to blame somebody else. Okay, put all the black in jail. And what will you have, Nick? What will you have? What will you have? You have an aging population. You don't have any kids, and neither does a lot of the people who look and think like you. You convinced to kill your babies, convinced that you know, people should just come over here and take what you have. And he's talking about it's a genocide. It's not. It's not. It is what it is. And I'm not saying that he doesn't say this, but I hear him. He's like, we're being genocide. No, you're not. This is self-inflicted.
And by the way, about Hitler, let's talk a little bit about Hitler. Hitler has been used as a buzzword for 80 years to prevent anybody from talking about any of this. Whenever anybody says that Jewish people have too much influence in the Western world, they say Hitler. Whenever somebody says it's maybe a bad idea for America to become majority non-white, people say Hitler. Whenever anybody says we need a strong executive that can actually do things, that can actually send people back over the border, they say Hitler. So we're defanging that. That has no power over us. Hitler, Nazi, these are particular words from a particular time that hold no weight over us. That holds no weight over me. I'll call them cool. I'll say the uniforms look cool. I'll say whatever I want about it. That's not my moral language. I don't care about any of that. We want the fathers back in the home. We want God back in society. We want the nation to be strong. And yes, by the way, we want the country to be majority white. And you can say Hitler until you're blue in the face. I still want those things. I don't care. Nobody cares. So Kevin Roberts says, let's go win. Family, free enterprise, let's go win. It's not going to cut it. What are they arguing for on the Democratic side? We're going to make the buses free. We're going to make the groceries cheaper. We're going to make housing affordable. What are they saying on the right? Free enterprise, family, and anti-Semitism. And another thing, does anybody...
Yeah, so I looked at that, you guys, and I was like, definitely a cry for help. I personally believe that white people are under attack, so I actually agree with him. But the way that he's going about it is like you're attacking other white people. I'm sorry, Jews look like you. Y'all all y'all got. Like, you can't rely on brown Palestinian people. Pick a struggle, Nick. You're fighting the very people who look like you, who happen to be kind of trying to preserve the white race. But then you're talking about, oh, Palestinian children. Palestinians are the one who are coming over here and not going to be majority white when they come over here. So it's just confusing. Like, I don't get this whole MAGA movement, this whole America first, and then you're against white people who make this place great. They just so happen to be Jewish. I'm sorry, the everyday white person, everyday white American female is not making the impact that a lot of the Jews are making. Actually, they're part of the problem. Here to tell you, the liberal white women are part of the problem. And you're mad at the Jews. It's so weird. And I can't take these people seriously. It's so, it's a reason why President Trump just doesn't listen to these people, because this is Nick Fuentes, who says that he wants the country to be majority white, but then when white looking people like Jewish people come over, make the place better, you side with Palestinians. You can't make this up, y'all. You can't make this up. You can't make it up. He is almost doing the same thing that he's accusing white people of doing. You're going against people who make the country better, who share your same complexion. It's kind of weird. All because they have too much power. Well, how did they get the power? White people gave it to them. Yep. Bro, power is something that you garner. You garner power. You get it. If this was a majority white country and it's no longer a majority white country, who do you think it's to blame? White people. But instead of you calling out who you're supposed to be calling out, which is most of the white people who are in rebellion, you get mad at the Jews because they took the power that y'all freely are giving up to Palestine. It's not even Jews. You're giving it up to everybody. To everybody. To everybody. That's where this whole DEI thing was. That's where this whole Voting Rights Act. Why would you allow people who are minorities to get an extra seat in Congress just because they're minorities? That's y'all. That's all white people. That's what y'all have done to yourself. And you've allowed your leaders to do to you. That's not Jews. That's what y'all have allowed to happen. And so you have to take some responsibility for that. Now,